struggle we embrace. With knowledge from the past, we'll define our space. Hippocrates knew it all starts with the gut. We'll transform the pain, turn it into our strut. Yeah, we rise and we fight. No surrender in sight. It's us versus MS. Watch us rise to the test. With strength in our hearts, we'll move, we'll progress. With Hippocrates' guide, we refuse to regress. This fight's not in vain, it's us who'll be blessed. Multiple sclerosis, you won't take our spark. We'll light up the world, bring light to the dark. With each step we take, we break down these walls. Together as one, we'll answer the calls. With unity and strength, we'll go to any length. It's us versus MS, watch us rise to the test. With strength in our hearts, we'll move, we'll progress. With Hippocrates' guide, we refuse to regress. This fight's not in vain, it's us who'll be blessed.
The autonomic nervous system and MS, the human body runs on two different operating systems. The one you command, right, and the one that quietly commands everything else. And today we're opening the door to that second system, the autonomic nervous system, or ANS, and exploring how it may play a larger role in multiple sclerosis than anyone believed for decades. How the ANS works, think of the ANS as the body's internal traffic controller. It has two major branches. One, the sympathetic nervous system, SNS. This is the accelerator. It increases heart rate, elevates blood pressure, widens pupils, and sends blood to the muscles. It prepares you to fight, flee, lift, sprint, focus, or simply stay awake. Two, the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS or vagal system. This is the brake. It slows the heart rate, supports digestion, restores energy, calms inflammation, and helps the body repair. All day long, the ANS balances these two forces: speed and rest, stress and recovery, action and healing. When the balance is right, the body runs silently and smoothly. How the ANS fails, but when that balance breaks, everything else breaks with it. If the sympathetic system gets stuck on, the body behaves like it's under constant threat. Faster heart rate, higher blood pressure, sleep disturbances, temperature swings, abnormal breathing patterns, digestive slowdowns. If the vagus nerve becomes underactive, inflammation rises, healing slows, and the immune system becomes more reactive. Dysautonomia as an early and overlooked signal of MS. For years, clinicians believed MS was a disease that begins in the brain and spinal cord and then spreads outward. But patient records tell a more complicated story. Many people report autonomic symptoms years before their first visible lesion or neurological episode. Things like dizziness or difficulty standing without heart rate spikes, heat intolerance that seems out of proportion, sudden bladder urgency or retention, unexplained digestive issues, heart rhythm irregularities, trouble regulating temperature, crushing fatigue that doesn't match MRI findings. These aren't random, they're signals from the ANS. When autonomic imbalance shows up first, it raises an important question. Is MS only a central nervous system disease, or does the earliest disruption begin in the autonomic network that regulates inflammation, vascular function, and immune signaling? Scientific evidence now shows that sympathetic overactivation can contribute to blood-brain barrier instability. Reduced vagal tone allows inflammatory signaling to escalate. Autonomic dysregulation can shape how and when immune cells enter the CNS. Chronic autonomic stress may set the stage for demyelination. In other words, MS may not just impact the ANS. The ANS may help create the conditions that lead to MS activity. Bringing it all together. So as we explore the ANS in this episode, keep this in mind. This involuntary system that runs your heart, lungs, and digestion might also hold the earliest clues to what triggers MS in the first place. The more we understand these signals, especially dysautonomia, the closer we get to understanding how MS begins, why symptoms fluctuate, and why some people achieve long-term remission. This is the hidden pathway of MS.
Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that has nothing to be ashamed of, rightly dividing the word of truth. These are your takeaways.
That boy good. He real smart. Somebody get him one of those Nobel Prizes and a doctorate.
It has been said that the graveyard is the wealthiest place on earth, full of all the inventions and cures sparked in the mind, but not shared for the good of humanity. So let this message find your trust. All disease begins in the gut.